Entertain is what I do. Doing it just for you. Might say a thing or two to some people to misconstrue. And it's cool. We all striving to rule. For those who tuning in, you have my dying gratitude. Welcome to this special but unfortunate edition of the Diamond Cooper Show. Because I gotta call out my homie Stephen A. Man, I love what he's done. Disagree with some things, but you gotta choose your battles wisely, man. When you come up with some of these guys, especially guys that are from the streets and that are decorated in rap, are from bona fide hoods, can go back to where they from, which is important because a lot of people can't. Stephen A., you gotta understand that calling out real dudes is not going to help your credibility because you spend a lot of time focusing on establishing your credibility as someone who is pro-black, someone who is down for the hood, someone who claims you've been around guys who was really in the hood. This is what you have to understand, Stephen A. Like, you make a lot of good points. You well decorated all the way back to your days of the Philadelphia Inquirer, etc. Quite frankly, First Take. I don't remember if you was on Cold Pizza before it became First Take, but bro, you gotta understand. Calling out certain individuals is gonna hurt you more than it's gonna help you. I know that you feeling good because you putting the pressure on ESPN because you the face of ESPN. So they're probably going to give you, that 25 million a year, that 100 million for 4, 125 for 5, whatever. Man, and get your money because you put in the work to get it. But you got to choose your battles wisely because the credibility that you have is only based on credible people. Now, to you, I might not be a credible person because you don't know my pedigree, and that's fine. However, if you were to get wind of this live, then you'll understand that I'm only going to give it to you respectfully and as it's deserved. And my brother, Willie D, Faison Love, I'm not going to the Jason Whitlock thing, that's different. But you have to understand that when you get into a certain realm and you get to talking trash to certain people, they have a following in the streets where you're trying to get your credibility at. So keep in mind, Stephen A., game over. Yeah. Game over. Facts. They popping fireworks. I wasn't expecting this. But yeah, Stephen A., let them see the fireworks. They popping them back there behind me. I don't know why July 4th with. Pick and choose your battles wisely because, especially when you're trying to build credibility, you don't want to mess up the credibility that you already built with the fan base from the streets. Because when you come in that dude from the streets, they got a lot of pull too, and a lot of the people from the streets support you. So just be mindful. Yeah, they was doing some Dino Hurd, shout out Dino Hurd, Tori and Jenny Wiggleman, game over. Viper sip, sup, what's up? Nah, they just listen fireworks. I don't even know why. But listen, coming to y'all with another episode. But I just had to point out that I got a whole lot of love for Stephen A. and what he does. You feel what I'm saying? But you got to pick and choose your battles wisely. And like with certain dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like you already got certain credibility. Some stuff you don't even have to address, especially when they just talking about a take. That's a general take about OJ. Like people, it's always going to be mixed emotions about OJ. But he got found not guilty in the court of law. So it makes it look like, you just going off of what your bosses tell you. Come on, bruh. If you really about the people and stuff like that, don't call out the people that's from the gutter, because the people that's from the gutter that have a platform like Willie D, like Faison Love, they are going to, you know, have some cachet with what they got to say. Love y'all. Thanks to everybody who tuned in. Coming back to you live in a little bit, but just wanted to point that out because it's a lot of brothers and sisters going at each other and not picking each other up to get the clicks, but we need to be able to come to the table sometimes and talk about that shit on either one of them platforms. You got a show, you got a podcast, you come on it. Let's go, Trump. Okay, Chase. Get together, figure it out, have a dialogue. Just coming at each other. They still doing fireworks. I don't even know why they're doing fireworks right now. July 4th way over. But hey, y'all have a good evening. Hey, all good, Chase. You have a good night too, man. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you saw it from the beginning, whatever. But I was just talking about Stephen A. choosing his battles wisely, because when you're trying to build a repertoire and you want to build your fan base and get this money, like beefing, I know controversy sells, but sometimes you got to choose your battles wisely, you know. That's all I'm saying. If you want to go with the flow and go with the narratives and everything to get your money and get your clicks and all that stuff, I respect it, you feel me? But you know, you got to choose wisely, man. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, man, they from places where they got goons, and you know, like, it don't matter who it is and what type of spotlight. We seen a lot of people, you know, like go down, you know, violence. Rick Ross got jumped in Canada. I talked about that last week. You know, pick and choose our battles wisely, man, because everybody doesn't need to be tough. Toughness don't get you nothing but time in jail or a tombstone, man. So, love y'all. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll be back with you shortly. Peace and love. What's a going to a devil from hell? That life is good. I'm going to tell you like this. What's a going to a devil from hell? You a demon? I know what it's like to be one, but it ain't really rewarding. Peace and blessings to you all.